Good day everyone, I am Agatha Daphne Manlangit of ABM 11YA1P, and today we are gonna be learning about simple interest and compound interest. So, let's start! So, ito yung topics natin for today, simple and compound interest. Before we go on to simple and compound interest, let us know first what is interest. Interest is the fee paid for borrowing money. Many people mistake that interest or tubo is equal to profit, which is kita, but it is not. Interest has two types, simple interest and compound interest. First, what is simple interest? It is an easy method of calculating interest on a loan, and it doesn't compound. Here are the terms we need for simple interest. Interest, fee paid for borrowing money, principal amount, amount invested, rate, percent of the principal paid, time, number of days, weeks, years, and etc. Maturity value, sum of interest to principal amount. The formula is easy to memorize as long as you don't confuse yourself with the letter on top. So this is our formula. And we also have the formula for maturity value, which is equals to principal plus interest. For example, para makuha yung formula ng interest, tatakpan natin siya, and ang mangyayari is kung ano yung ang natirang letters ay yun ang formula. Dito sa triangle, tatakpan natin yung letter I, tapos yung natira na lang is letter P, R, and T. So yun na yung formula natin. Interest is equals to principal times rate times time. Eto na siya. Tapos ganun din yung gagawin natin sa ibang letters. Kunwari naman sa principal, ang tatakpan naman natin ay ang letter P. So, ang natira na lang ang I, R, at T. So, ang formula niya ay principal is equals to interest divided by rate times time. Ganun din yung gagawin natin sa iba pang letters. So, naghanda ako ng mga example para mas matutunan pa natin ang simple interest. So, this will be our first example. Wait, 1, 2, 3, go. So, this will be our first example. Via invested 350,000 pesos in Ashley's Security Bank with an annual interest of 4%. How much will be the maturity value in 10 years? So, we will need to find first the given. So, ang given natin for principal is 350,000. Ang ating rate naman ay 4%. Pero gagawin natin siyang 2-digit decimal. Para gawin yun, kailangan natin siya i-divide sa 100. So 4 divided by 100 is equals to 0.04. Ang time naman na nakalagay dito ay 10 years. So 10. Ang gagawin muna natin bago mahanap ang maturity value ay hahanapin muna natin ang interest. So, para makuha nga interest, doon tayo magbe-base sa triangle kanina. So, I, P, R, at T yun nasa loob nun. So, para makuha yung interest, gagamitin natin yung formula. Ito yung triangle kanina na ginamit natin. So, tatakpan natin yung I. Ang matitira na ng I, P times R times T. So, yun ang magiging formula natin. I equals P times R times T. So, isa-substitute natin siya dito. I equals 350,000, which is the principal, times 0.04 times 10. So, ang gagawin natin ay ilalagay natin siya sa calculus, tsaka natin siya isa-solve. 350,000 times 0.04 times 10. So, ang lumabas sa calculus natin ay 140,000. So, yun ang magiging interest niya. So, para naman makuha yung maturity value, need natin ipagpala si 350,000 pati si 140,000. Ilagay muna natin siya dito. So, MV is equals to 350,000 plus 140,000. Lagay natin ulit siya sa ating calculator. So, ang lumabas na result ay 490,000. Ang maturity value ng pera ni Bea na ininvest niya 10 years ago ay 490,000 na ngayon. So, this is our second example. Shangela wants to earn 50,000 pesos by investing it in the bank with a 5% annual interest rate. How much should they invest to earn 50,000 pesos in 5 years? So, ang hinahanap naman dito ay ang principal. Ilagay muna natin yung mga given. So, ang I is interest is 50,000 pesos. Ang time natin is 5. At ang rate naman natin ay 5%. Gagawin natin siyang 2-digit decimal. So, 0.05 na siya. So, katulad nung sinabi ko kanina, ito yung triangle. So, tatakpan natin kung ano yung hinahanap para makuha natin yung formula. So, takpan natin yung P. Ang natira na lang is I divided by R times T. So, yun na yung solution natin. So, ito na siya. I-substitute na natin siya. 50,000 pesos divided by 0.05 times 5. So, ilalagay na natin siya sa calcu. Unahan muna natin itong nasa baba. 0.05 times 5. So, ang lumabas is 0.25. Kaya, 50,000 over 0.25. Ang gagawin naman natin is i-divide na natin siya. Ita-type ulit natin siya sa ating calculator. 50,000 divided by 0.25. So, ang lumabas na ay 200,000 equals 200,000. So, ito na ang ating principal. Ang principal na need ni Shangela na i-invest ay 200,000 para makakuha siya ng 50,000 pesos in interest in 5 years dun sa bangko na may 5% annual interest rate. So, ito na siya. 200,000 pesos. So, this will be our last example for simple interest. Anita invested 2,500,000 pesos in a bank. After 20 years, she received an interest of 1 million pesos. How much was the rate? So, ang gagawin natin is fill upan muna natin tong given. So, ang interest niya is 1 million pesos. Ang kanyang principal ay 2,500,000 pesos. At ang time naman ay 20 years. So, 20. So, ganun ulit siya. Titingin ulit tayo sa triangle. Then, ang tatakpan naman natin ay R. So, I divided by P times T. Yun ay formula. Ang gagawin naman natin is isa-substitute na natin siya. So, interest 1 million over principal na 2,500,000 then times 20. So, eto na siya. I-calculate muna natin tong ito nasa baba. $2,500,000 times 20. So, may nakuha tayo na 50 million. So, 1 million, i-divide natin siya sa 50 million. So, nailagay na natin siya sa calculate, tapos ito na yung lumabas na results. 0.02. So, ang magiging rate natin dito ay equals 0.02. Or gawin natin siyang decimal na magiging 2%. So, ang rate ng bank na pinag-investa ni Anita ay 2% annually. So, yun na yung last natin na example for simple interest. Ang susunod naman natin i-discuss ay yung sa compound interest. Good day, travelers! How are you after learning about simple interest? Now, we will be learning about compound interest. Ready your minds and calculators because we are about to go on an adventure. So, this is compound interest. In simple words, it is interest on interest. The payment periods are not fixed. Here are the terms that we use for compound interest. FB or future value, which is the compound amount. P, principal amount or loan. R, rate. T, term of loan. M, number of interest period in a year, number of payments. I, interest. And these are our formulas for compound interest. Now, I am going to show you some examples for compound interest. So this is our first example for compound interest. Bea invested 350,000 pesos in Ashley Security Bank with a 4% interest compounded annually. How much will the future value in 10 years? So, ang principal natin is 350,000. Ang rate natin ay 4% or 0.04. Ang time natin ay 10 years. So, magiging 10 tong time natin. Itong M natin ay magiging 1 dahil sa word na annually. Dahil siya dito. Pag annually, 1. Pag semi-annually, 2. Pag quarterly, 4. Pag monthly naman, 12. So, ang hahanapin naman natin ay ang formula. Ito yung formula niya. Ito yung pinakauna kasi future value yung hinahanap. So, ang gagawin natin ay isa-substitute na natin siya. So, ang ating principal ₱1 plus ang ating rate 0.04, then ang ating M which is 1, then M ulit 1, then ang ating time which is 10. Uunahin muna natin itong nasa labas. So, equals 350,000. 1 plus 0.04 time divided by 1. Then 10 na siya since 1 times 10. Ito naman yung susunod na gagawin natin. 0.04 divided by 1 equals 350,000. 1 plus then 10. Ilalagay na natin siya sa calcu. $0.04 divided by 1. Same value pa din. 0.04. So, ipagpa-plus na natin itong nasa loob. So, eto na siya. equals 350,000 1.04 raised to 10. Tapos pwede na natin siya idiretso. 350,000 times 1.04 raised to the power of 10. Then, ito na ang ating future value. Dalawang decimal yung kukunin natin palagi. So, ang future value niya in 10 years is 518,085.50 cents. So, this is our second example for compound interest. Halos same lang siya dun sa nauna nating example, pero ang pagkakaiba is quarterly siya. So, pag quarter, ang magiging M niya is 4. So, eto siya. Ngayon, isa-solve ulit natin siya. Ito yung kanyang formula. Then, one plus 0.04 over 4. Then, ang M natin dito ay 4 na. Then, time is 10 years pa rin. Next, ang gagawin naman natin ay ipagta-times natin to sa isa't isa, yung 4 pati 10. Kaya ayan, naging 40 na siya. Then, ito namang nasa loob, yung ipag-divide natin 0.04 divided by 4. Then, ipagpa-plus siya sa 1. Ilagay na natin siya sa calcu. .04 divided by 4. So, ang lumabas ay 0.01. Huwag natin kalimutan yung 40 dito sa gilid. Then, ang next is ipagpa-plus na natin siya. Yung nasa loob. 350,000 1.0140. Tapos pwede na natin siyang diretsong ilagay sa calculator. 350,000 times 1.01 raised to the power of 40. Ayan na siya. 2 decimal places lang kukunin natin. $521,102.31 ang ating future value in 10 years. So this will be our third and last example for compound interest. How much money would Jimmy need to invest in Sun and Moon Bank that offers him 7% interest compounded semi-annually to have 4,365,900.25 in 2 years? So, lagyan muna natin itong mga given. Ang rate ay 7% or 0.7 Ang time naman natin ay 2 years. So, 2. Ang M natin, since semi-annually siya, magiging 2. Then, ang hahanapin naman natin ngayon ay ang principal. Iba yung formula ng principal. Ito siya. P equals FV parenthesis 1 plus rate over M. Then, wag natin kalimutan yung negative sign. Then, M and time ulit. So, ang gagawin natin is isa-substitute na natin siya. P equals what's your value? 306, which is 6, 1, 2. Wait. P is equals to 365,900.25 open parenthesis 1 plus 0.07 divided by 2 close parenthesis, then yung negative 2 times t, which is 2 din. Unahin muna natin itong nasa taas. I-rewrite natin siya. So, negative 2 times 2. Magiging negative 4 siya. Then, ang gawin naman natin is ipag-divide na natin itong 0.07 divided by 2. Ilagay rin yan natin sa calc natin. 0.07 divided by 2. Ang lumabas is 0.035. 0.035. Then, negative 4. Ipag-plus na natin siya. Then, copy ulit natin. 0.25. 1.035. Then, raised to negative 4. Pwede na natin siyang idiretso sa calc. 4,365,900.25 times 1.035 raised to the power of negative 4. So, ito na siya. Equals 300. So, ito na siya. 3,804,629.84. So, ito yung kailangan na i-invest ni Jimmy para makakuha siya ng 4,365,900.25 in 2 years. Before we head on to activities, I am going to be sharing some math trivia you may or you may not know. Did you know, if you were to spell out numbers from 1, you will not find letter A until you reach 1,000 in American English? Every odd number has an E in it. 0 is the only number that can't be represented in Roman numerals. So that's our math trivia for today. We will now be heading to activities. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, it's your turn. I will be giving you some activities based on our discussion earlier. And I will be giving you enough time to solve it. Good luck! So, this is our first activity. This is from a simple interest. Ang hahanapin natin ay time. I will be giving you enough time para ma-solve ito. So, I will reveal the answer now. So, ang answer is 1 year. So, paano siya nakuha? T equals interest divided by principal times rate. So, ang interest natin ay 20,000, principal 100,000, rate 20% or 0.20. Then, 100,000 times 0.20 is 20,000. 20,000 divided by 20,000 is equals to 1. Then, 1 year. Iris will pay back her loan in 1 year. So, sa susunod na example naman tayo, I will now be revealing the second question. Luna borrowed 3 million pesos to start a McDonald's franchise. If the interest was 600,000 pesos for 10 years, what is the loan's rate? So, rate naman yung hinahanap dito. I will be giving you enough time to solve it. Time's up. I will now be revealing the answer for the second question. So, our answer is 0.02 or 2%. Did we have the same answer? So, to get it, we need to get the rate formula, which is interest divided by principal times time. 600,000 is the interest, 3 million is the principal, and 10 is the time, 10 years. Then 3 million times 10 is 30 million. Since 30 million is the result of 3 million times 10, it will be here at the bottom. Then 600,000 divided by 30 million. And the answer that was revealed was 0.02. Then we have to convert it into decimal, which is 2%. So the loan's rate is 2%. So this will be our last activity for simple interest. Regis invested 8,650,000 pesos in Aranara Bank with an annual interest rate of 10%. How much will the interest be in 1 year? What is the maturity value in 22 years? I will now be revealing the answer for the last question for simple interest. So the first one that we did is that we searched for the interest of the first year. Here is the formula P times R times T. Then 8,650,000 times 0.1 times 1 is equals to 865,000. So that will be Regis interest in a year. Next, hinanap natin yung interest niya in 22 years. Same formula, ang pinilitan lang natin is time. 8,650,000 times 0.1 times 22. Ang lumabas is 19,030,000 na value. Ang gagawin natin is hahanapin natin yung maturity value, which is principal plus interest. Ito siya. 8,650,000 plus 19,030,000. Ang result niya ay 27,680,000. Tapos yun ang maturity value niya in 22 years. Since we are done for our activities for simple interest, I will now be showing you our activities for compound interest. Here is the first one. Regis invested 8,650,000 pesos in Aranara Bank with a 7% interest compounded annually. How much will be the future value in 22 years? Start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. I will now be showing you the answer. And now, here is the answer. 38,322,975.06. So, how did I get it? I used the formula for future value. 850,000 is the principal. 1 rate 0.07, m is 1, time is 22. Then I divided 0.07 with 1, then I added it to 1, so 1.07. Then I times 22 with 1, 22 times 1 is 22. Then I put this all in the calculator and this is the result. 38,322,975.06. This is our second example. Lucas invested 30,000 pesos in Ate Bank with a 6% interest compounded monthly. How much money will it be after 3 years? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, I will now be revealing the answer for number 2. Lucas invested 30,000 pesos in Ate Bank with a 6% interest compounded monthly. How much money will it be after 3 years? So, I used the formula. Then I substituted it. 30,000 principal, 1 rate 0.06. Since it is monthly, the m is 12. So 12. M is 12. Then the time is 3. Then I divided 0.06 with 12 and the answer is 0.05. I added 0.05 to 1, so it's 1.005. Then I times 12 with 3 and the answer is 36. So I placed it all on the calculator and this is the answer that appeared. We will only get 2 decimal places, so 0.42. So this is our last and final activity. How much would Claude need to invest in Obelia Bank that offers him 40% interest compounded semi-annually to have 120 million pesos in 4 years? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I will now be revealing the final activity's answer. This is the formula that we use. 120 million RFV, 1 our rate 0.4. Since we made it into decimal, 40% divided by 100 is 0.4. And 2 RM. Note to forget the negative, so negative 2 times time 4. Then I divided 0.4 to 2, that's why it's 0.2. Then 1 plus 0.2 is 1.2. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. Then 120 million. I put it all in the calculator and this is the answer. 27,908,164.72 pesos. And that is the end of our math tutorial. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something and you had fun. Math is not an easy subject kasi kahit ako mismo nahihirapan. But with great teachers and educators, I think we could all agree that math is fun and it could be for everyone.